Chapter Taiga Dinner.
Whenever I spend time with Anastasia in her taiga glade, I always took things to eat with me. I brought cans of food, cookies hermetically sealed in plastic, fish cut into pieces and vacuum sealed. Each time, returning from Anastasia's, I discovered all of my stores unused, for each time she kept offering me treats. For the most part, these were nuts, fresh berries wrapped in leaves, and dried mushrooms. We're used to eating mushrooms while cooked, roasted, marinated, or salted. Anastasia eats them dried without any processing. At first I was afraid even to try them, but I did and they were fine. A piece of mushroom softens in the mouth from saliva. You can suck it like a candy, you can swallow it. I even got used to them. Once I was traveling from Moscow to Galenchik for a readers' conference. All day I ate mushrooms Anastasia had given me. Sontsev, too, the director of the Moscow Center, drove the car and ate those mushrooms. When I spoke at the conference, I suggested to those sitting in the hall that they try them, and people weren't frightened. Whoever wanted to took one of the mushrooms ate it right up, and nothing bad happened to anyone. In general, I can't remember an instance when I was Anastasia's guest that we sat down especially to eat. I tried what Anastasia offered as we walked, and I never once felt hungry. But this time, I must have spent a long time contemplating the meaning of the prayer Anastasia uttered, and so didn't notice that she had managed to set a big table, if I can put it that way.
On the grass, on several leaves, big and small, lay the dishes. They took up more than a square meter, and it was all very handsomely set out and decorated. Cranberries, whortleberries, cloudberries, raspberries, black and red currants, dried strawberries, dried mushrooms, some kind of yellowish gruel, 3 little cucumbers, and 2 small red tomatoes. Lots of clusters of different herbs decorated with flower petals. There was a white liquid resembling milk in a small wooden bowl. There were flat cakes made out of I don't know what, and honey in combs sprinkled with different-colored grains of flower pollen.
"Sit down, Vladimir. Try the daily bread God has sent,"
Anastasia proposed, smiling slyly. "This is great." I couldn't restrain my delight. "You don't say. You've served it all so handsomely, just like a good housewife for a holiday." Anastasia was as pleased by the praise as a child. She burst into laughter, unable to take her eyes off her own meal, suddenly clapped her hands and exclaimed,
"Oh no, what kind of housewife am I? I forgot the spices. You like all kinds of sharp spices. You do, right?"
"I do."
"But the good housewife forgot about them. I'll be right back. I'll fix this."
She looked around, ran off slightly to one side and picked something in the grass. Then, in a different place, then among the bushes, she picked and soon placed among the cucumbers and tomatoes a little bundle assembled like a bouquet of different herbs, and she explained,
"These are spices. They're sharp. Try them if you like. Now there is everything. Try a little of everything, Vladimir."
I picked up a cucumber, surveyed the diversity of tiger food. Too bad there's no bread.
"There is bread. Look here."
She served me some kind of tuber.
"This is burdock root. I prepared it so that it would replace tasty bread, potatoes, and carrots for you."
I never heard of burdock root being used for food.
"Try it. Don't worry. People used to make all kinds of delicious and healthy dishes from it. First try it. I soaked it in milk. It softened."
I wanted to ask her where she got the milk, but when I tasted the cucumber, I didn't say anything until I had eaten the cucumber without bread. I took the burdock, the bread replacement, from Anastasia, but I didn't try it and just held it in my hand until I'd eaten that cucumber. You understand? This ordinary-looking cucumber, in fact, tasted very different from those I'd eaten before. The taiga cucumber had a pleasant aroma unlike anything else. You probably know that cucumbers cultivated in greenhouses differ in their flavor and aroma from those grown in gardens in open soil. Those that grow in open soil taste and smell much better. Anastasia's cucumber was different too, maybe even more different for the better than those I had eaten before from the garden. I quickly picked up a tomato and immediately ate the whole thing. Its taste was unusually pleasant too. It too surpassed in taste all the tomatoes I had ever had occasion to eat. Neither the cucumber nor the tomato needed sour cream or oil. They were delicious just by themselves, like a raspberry apple or orange. No one is going to sweeten or salt an apple or pear. Where did you get these vegetables, Anastasia? Did you run to the village? What kind is this?
I grew them myself. You liked them, didn't you?
I did. This is the first time I've eaten ones like this. So you have a garden? A greenhouse? What do you use to dig up your garden, and where do you get fertilizer? In the village?
I just got seeds from a woman I know in the village. I chose a spot for them in the grass and they grew. I planted the tomatoes in the fall and then hid them under the snow, and in the spring they began to grow. I planted the cucumbers in spring and they managed to ripen, the little ones.
But why are they so delicious? Is it a new sort?
It's the ordinary sort. They're different from garden ones because when they were growing, they got everything they needed. In garden conditions, when they try to fence plants off from touching other species, their growth is sped up by fertilizers. They cannot take in everything they need and become self-sufficient, so that man will like them.
Where did you get the milk, and what are the flat cakes made of? I thought you didn't eat animal products, and here the milk.
This isn't milk from animals, Vladimir. The milk before you comes from the cedar.
What do you mean, the cedar? A tree can really give milk?
It can, only far from every kind of tree. The cedar can, for example. Try it. This drink has a lot in it. The cedar milk before you can nourish more than the flesh. Don't drink it all at once. Try a few sips. Otherwise you won't want to eat anything else. That alone will fill you up.
I drank 3 sips. The milk was thick, with a pleasant, slightly sweet taste. Also there was a warmth coming from it, but not like the kind from warmed cow's milk. An incomprehensible, gentle warmth touched everything inside me and seemed to alter my mood. The cedar milk is delicious, Anastasia, quite delicious. How do you milk a cedar to get this?
You don't. You have to grind and grind the milky kernels with a special stick in a wooden mortar, calmly, thoughtfully, and in a good mood. Add living water, spring water, little by little, and that's how you get milk.
You mean people never knew about this?
Many people used to know. Even now, people in Taiga villages sometimes drink cedar milk. In the cities, people prefer completely different food, less nutritious but easier to preserve, ship and prepare.
You're right about all that. In the cities, everything has to be done fast, but this milk, what a great tree the cedar is. The same cedar can give nuts and oil and flour for cakes and milk.
And the cedar can give much else that is unusual too.
What that's unusual, for example?
You can make the most marvelous perfume from its volatile oil. Self-sufficient and healing perfume. Nothing artificial can surpass its fragrance. The cedar's volatiles represent the spirit of the universe. They heal the flesh and can serve as a barrier against what is harmful to man.
Can you tell me how to obtain that perfume from the cedar?
I can, of course, but you must eat a little more, Vladimir.
I reached for a tomato, but Anastasia stopped me.
Wait a minute, Vladimir, don't eat that way.
How?
I prepared all sorts of different things for you so that you could first try everything, so it can heal you. When you try some of everything, your organism takes for itself what it needs. You will want to eat more of what it selects. Your organism itself determines what it lacks.
For the first time I thought, she has betrayed her own principles. The point is that Anastasia had healed me twice, when I'd had certain pains inside. I don't know exactly what kind, but strong pains in my stomach, liver, and kidneys, maybe in all of them at once. The pains were so strong that painkillers didn't always help, but I knew that when I went to see Anastasia, she would heal me. This works quickly with her. However, the third time, she refused to treat me. She didn't even relieve the pain fully with her gaze and stated that since I was not changing my way of life and not eliminating what was facilitating the disease, then she couldn't treat me, since in this case, treatment could only do harm. At the time, I was so angry at her that I never repeated my request for treatment. When I returned, I did, however, start smoking a little less and limiting my alcohol. I even fasted for a few days. I felt better. At the time, I thought that we don't have to go to the doctor or healer every time. We can take ourselves in the hand when we're gripped by pains. It would be better, of course, if we weren't. I couldn't heal myself completely, but I also decided not to ask Anastasia for help, and she herself, you see, agreed. You said you weren't going to treat me anymore, or even take away the pain.
I'm not going to take away your pain anymore. Pain is God's conversation with man. But what I'm doing now is all right. After all, I'm offering you food, and this does not conflict with your nature, but with theirs.
Theirs?
Those who are creating this harmful program for man.
What harmful program? What are you talking about?
About the fact that you, Vladimir, like the majority of people, are eating according to an established routine, a very harmful routine.
Perhaps some people eat according to some regimen. There are all kinds of different ones for losing or gaining weight. But I eat however I want. I haven't even read a single diet book. I go to the store and choose what I myself like.
That's right. You go to the store and choose, but you choose strictly from what the store offers.
Well, yes. Everything in the store now is conveniently bundled and packaged. Competition is great because it leads everyone to please the customer and do everything for the customer's convenience.
Do you think it is all done for the customer's convenience?
Yes, who else?
All technocratic systems always work for themselves alone, Vladimir. Is it really for your convenience to get frozen or canned food and half-killed water? Has your organism really determined the assortment of foods in the store? The technocratic world took up the role of providing you with what is vitally essential. You agreed to this, you trusted it entirely, and you even stopped giving it any thought as to whether you needed everything it offered you.
But we're alive. We're not dying from these stores.
Of course you're still alive. But the pain. Where does your pain come from? Think. Where is most people's pain from? Disease and pain are unnatural for men. They are the consequence of an unsound path. Right now you will be convinced of this yourself. Before you lies just a small part of what divine nature has created for man. Try a little bit of everything and take along what you like. 3 days is enough for the little herbs you yourself choose to vanquish your pains.
I tried a little of everything while Anastasia was talking. Some of the bunches of herbs did not taste good. Others, on the contrary, I wanted to eat more of. Then, before I left, Anastasia put what I liked at dinner into my pack. This is what I ate for 3 days. The pain completely passed.
End of chapter. Join us for the next segment of Co-Creation. Book 4 of the Ringing Cedars series. Can they change the world?